We're going to breathe. We're live. My name is Brother Mark, and it's a pleasure to be here for our live stream portion and our in-person meditation portion of today's service. So let's just take in some breaths. We're going to take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhale, we're going to release for 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 times as long as our inhale. Again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our gentle, deliberate exhalation, release all that it took to be here on time in this very present moment. Once again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, simply release anything that may be on a to-do list for later this day. Release any fears, doubts, troubles, worries, concerns. See them float away like a cloud. We arrive at the end of our exhalation in this very present moment in time. And just inviting you to return to the normal breathing pattern with an extra insight that each breath we take always is divine. Each breath we take always is sacred. Each breath we take always is holy. So gently inviting you to sink into the center of the I am that I am. Just find that place within you. If you're not sure where that is located, you can use the heart space. We're going to allow for any message, any insight, any revelation, any healing, any demonstration to be made known to you in a way that you would understand. It could be a symbol, could be a sound, could be a lyric, could be a phrase, could be a word. Simply allow for any divine insight, intelligence, universal mind to be turned up higher, then we're turning the notch higher for the listening, for the receptivity, for the permitting, for the allowing. And the idea is just to be still, not force, not coerce. It's perfectly okay if nothing's coming. to mind. It's our opportunity to be still and know. To build faith. There's time to still sink deeper, even deeper into the center of the I am that I am. Being receptive, fertile soil for their highest and best good. Whatever healings, demonstrations, manifestations. We simply allow, with our receptivity, fertile soil. We are fertile soil for our highest and best good. There's still time to sink even deeper still, if you wish. Allow for your breathing to take you there. And I'm going to offer a couple song lyrics from Ricky Byers. God is first in my life. You can insert any word that comes to you. Spirit is first in my life. God is first in my life. Some of the song goes like this. I don't know when this change happened. It seems like overnight. Now I'm rooted in the Spirit. It happened without a fight. Feel what it feels like to be rooted in the Spirit. What does that mean or feel like to you? If a mantra helps, the song lyrics continue, I'm changed, I'm changed. And they continue, a new heaven and a new world is all that I see. There's a majesty about me. I feel it in my step. There's a majesty about me. I feel it in my step. And so let's just take that openness, that willingness to be receptive. Surround the heart space with just gratitude, gratefulness for this sacred time of stillness and remembering that I am that I am. With our breath, we bring our awareness back to the body temple. Be sure that you're breathing deeply in, deeply out. Inhalations of gratitude, exhalations of gratitude. Let's bring ourselves back fully to the body temple. You may want to find your place within the chair. You can wiggle a bit, tap the feet to the floor, the fingertips gently together. And still allowing for our heart space to fill with gratitude with each exhalation, each inhalation. And when you're ready and in your own time, gently allow for the outer eyelids to open, becoming aware of the sanctuary space in this present moment in time. I'm so grateful to each of you that I am for this time of stillness and remembering, knowing that the divine has its full sway for your highest and best good, in, through, and as your very life. And grateful for the space, the sacred space created in fertile soil, so that each now who enters is able to receive an insight, a blessing, a healing, a transformation, a revelation, insight, wisdom, by your willingness to create this consciousness. This concludes the meditation portion of today's service. My heart is your heart. Namaste.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, come together, come together. In the name of love, we come together, come together, come together. In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the love of each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul welcome here. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Spiritual Center in Redlands. Thank you to everyone joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary and to those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube. My name is Rick Cummings, and it is truly an honor and a privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a New Thought community and all-inclusive to all spiritual truths from all the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. We focus on a philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into the world. We honor all people from every background, all races, all sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are, your hand and allow us, on your journey of faith. So sorry. On the faith are always welcome here. If you are here with us for the first time, please raise your hand and allow us to greet you properly. Welcome. We are delighted to have you all with us today. A gentle reminder, please silence your cell phones and place them safely away so you may participate more fully. Thank you.
And so we could stay in this sound of the waves and the oceans for the entirety of the service. Could you join me with that? It's beautiful. Invite us all to take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. Just breathe it in as we transported ourselves somewhere magical in universal mind, in a beautiful place by the sea with the waves crashing, knowing that this universal power and presence is here and now. It's in this place, it's in this space, it's in me, it's in you, it's right where we are. So let's take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath together. We breathe it in. And exhale out all that it took to be here in this present moment. Anything that might be on a to-do list. Once again, we inhale the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, release and surrender all that does not match, all that is divine. Let go all of everything that is not sacred. And further release all that is not holy. Just let it go. And as we return to our normal breathing pattern, we're reminded that this power and this presence, this love, this grace that created each of us whole, complete, and perfect, it's here and now, right here in me. It's right here in you. Just proclaim for yourself, right where I am, God is. Right where I am, Spirit is. Right where I am, universal mind dwells. And this is absolutely the truth. And so allow for any insights and revelations and blessings to just occur by your willingness to be receptive to them. Let's remember all those who have called the prayer ministries and have requested prayer this day. Let's start with our own names, Brother Mark. Add the beloveds that are in your heart for a prayer this day. We're remembering Paula where she is for her eye surgery to go perfectly well. We send the medical team blessings for good sleep the night before, for divine hands that will do the procedure. We bless Steppenpole as he made his transition at 42 last Sunday. His mother, Marilee, who came to see me. Where they are, God is, Spirit is, life is eternal. Let's be certain we send the blessings to our families, the biological family, our tribal family, or spiritual families, those who have always been kind to raise and reach a hand out when we were needing of a hand to hold, to lift ourselves back up. Now, as we do each week, we send our peace that must start within ourselves throughout the world. So inviting you with your breath and your breathing to access peace with a capital P, the peace that passes human understanding, the spiritual truth and universal mind about peace. And let it just go through the roof of our sanctuary space and be a beacon of light and hope to all those places in struggle, strife. Peace, pause, peace. Send it forth within ourselves and from ourselves now as a spiritual community throughout the city. This energetic of peace cannot be contained and cannot be diminished in any way. It takes with it, as we raise it, all lower frequencies and vibrations and turns it into itself, just as a wave, whether large or small, goes back to the sea. It goes back to the entirety of that idea of the sea. Peace. Send it now throughout the entirety of the United States. And we're going to cross the seas. To all places in struggle and strife. See humanitarian aid and food and basic supplies reach all those in most critical need. They're in many, many places in the world now. Join me in seeing world leaders change their mind and their policy positions and decisions toward peace. No explanation required or needed. Peace. See a peace shield around all the areas in conflict. There are many. Spirit knows where to go. You know where to go. And we never miss a place. Spirit never misses a spot. There's no place where Spirit is not. We see a peace shield around every city, village, and town in Ukraine. Border to border, north to south, east to west. Same is so for the Gaza Strip. We see that in Palestine, Israel, Sudan, Armenia, all the places in struggle, strife, conflict. See it grow wider and bolder, stronger. Only peace may pass. And so now we return back to this moment here together, blessing the service. Know that it continues to unfold with ease and with grace, allowing for everything that's meant to be to unfold in a joyful, playful way, so that each person may receive their individualized demonstration, manifestation, healing. Are you open to receive that today? That is the intention and goal, to be just more receptive than ever before to your divinity. If you can feel that and be with that, just say, I am open and receptive to more of my divinity. to allow it to express, unleashed for my highest and best good. This is feeling right and feels good. So I speak my word to the law of life. I know it is fulfilled. I know that any words that are on your hearts for prayer, the universe says, yes, 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 yes. You are my beloved in whom I am well pleased. Do you believe that you are the beloved? Let's just say, I am the beloved in whom Spirit is well pleased. Just feel that in the heart. Let's do it again, because that felt like medicine. Felt like some spiritual medicine. I am the beloved in whom Spirit is well pleased. Are you? Then everything that needs to be spoken has been spoken. I'm just going to stand on a rock of joy with whatever sounds and music come out of here. It's all good. And your flute is magnificent always. I mean, you are a gift, truly. Truly. And we were taught a long time ago that if what you're saying isn't better than what was happening, don't say it. So I almost didn't want to say anything. And let the whole service could be just flute one time if you're willing. If you're willing. We'll just sit and revel in that and love you and thank you so much for the blessings that you give here. And thank you, everybody. Together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
Okay, Ashe. So now the reading, come on up. And you can take it nice and slow. Don't worry about a thing. Just enjoy yourself. Thanks, Rick.
The Mirror of the Universe by Jeff Bird. In the vast expanse of cosmic light, where stars are born and dreams take flight, there lies a truth both pure and clear. The universe reflects us year by year. Each thought we hold, each word we speak, a ripple in the cosmic creek, returning to us pure and true, the energy we once let through when we give with hearts of grace, with love and joy our souls embrace. The universe in kind replies with gifts that fill both heart and skies, not merely gold or worldly gain, but riches born beyond the vein. Okay, sorry. The Spirit's depth, connections wide. The joy of purpose by our side, for life is more than what we see. It's what we give. It's who we be. In every act of love we find the mirror of the universe kind. So let us give, let kindness flow, let joy and love in us grow. For in the dance we all partake, the mirrored path we choose to make. And as we walk this path of life, the universe reflects it bright, amplified and multiplied. Our love and joy in life abide.
So keeping in this kind of same state of consciousness, this song has a little, almost like a mantra, and goes. It's very simple. You can sing it to yourself. It's also got some wordy parts. I'll do the wordy parts. Be at peace. Be at peace. Be at peace. Be at peace. Can you do that with me? Be at peace. Just softly, gently. Be at peace. Be at peace. Like you're singing to a child. Be at peace. Be at peace. I'll come back again later. When your path seems filled with obstacles and your days seem filled with pain, when it seems that no one's listening to you, when your mission seems impossible and you're blown by winds of change, let that small inner voice come through. Be at peace, you're all right, you're just fine, you're perfect, you're divine. Be at peace, you're all thoughts, you're all things, you're the universal mind. Be at peace, you're the spirit of an eagle, you're the sighing of a dove. Be at peace at the center of creation in everlasting love. Other people seem insensitive with their words and attitudes, giving voice to things that you just can't believe. But imagine for a moment that you're walking in their shoes. Bless their path, call it good, let them be. Be at peace, they're all right, they're just fine, they're perfect, they're divine. Be at peace, they're all thoughts, they're all things, they're the universal mind. Be at peace, they're the spirit of an eagle, they're the sighing of a dove. Be at peace at the center of creation in everlasting love. Be at peace. 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 In the humdrum tumble jumbling of our dizzy busy days, we experience anxieties and doubts. Will they see my imperfections? Will they think that I'm okay? Well, don't despair. Breathe in, breathe out, and say to yourself, I'm all right, I'm just fine, I'm perfect, I'm divine. I'm all thoughts, I'm all things, I'm the universal mind. I'm the spirit of an eagle, I'm the sighing of a dove. At the center of creation in everlasting love. In everlasting love.
Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Al Yankee. Thank you. Wow. What a blessing. Isn't it a blessing to have live, incredible, beautiful music every single time? It really is. I want to thank everybody who contributes toward that and thank the musicians. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Gilman, for being our musical director. And Al, you know how I feel. Thank you so very much. I can express it again. It's just amazing. The flute just took me there. Did it take you there? And then I was like, I really need to go to the beach and lay there for like a good long time. And we won't even get sunburned if we just stayed there. We'll just enjoy it. So I want to introduce myself first. My name is Brother Mark. I'm a practitioner emeritus. That just means 20 or more years of service to science and mind-based communities. So thank you for having me here. It's been like the 10th year. Can you believe that it's the 10th year? Can you believe that? Some people come and go, and some people stay and stay. And we're some of the ones that have stayed and stayed. And so I want to thank you from my heart for allowing the spiritual workout, because it is. It's building a muscle. Every time we go to a place that uplifts us or inspires us, every time we hear music or a song or a poem or read a book or see a post or write a post, or Ava when she writes her blog. If you haven't seen Ava's blog, it's on our website page. It's a gift. It's truly it's magnificent. And so I want us to contribute whatever gifts that we have to our spiritual community to allow it to continue for the next 70 years. For those who are new and don't know, it's been here 70 years. Can you believe it, serving the community? That's pretty amazing. And we want to instill and install all that is needed for it to continue to thrive and grow. So for the last few weeks, I've been inspired by this little tiny book. It's called Lessons in Spiritual Mind Healing. It's written by Ernest Holmes. And it's been printed starting in 1943, 1945, 1947. The fourth printing, 1953, 1957, 1965. I was 4 years old then. And 1971, when I was 10 years old, was the last time that it was printed. And so you'll get a page. You don't have to take notes. You're going to get a handout as you have each week. In the front table and in the back, there may be extra handouts from prior weeks. Just take it. And you can look and see what fun we had here on Sundays by going back to either the Facebook page or YouTube, and you can check out the old last prior messages. I think it goes years back. How long? It's crazy how many years back it goes. And just be inspired on your own, at your own pace. You can fast forward when you're watching a tape. That's the good news. To the parts that you enjoy and that you like. So today we land on universal mind, which is something that's been included in each of the past weeks, but it's something that's worth just spending a little extra time on. In our teaching symbol, we were talking about spirit is everywhere present, right? Spirit, soul, body, or seed, soil, plant. So it's basically that spirit is within you, right? It lives in you as you and expresses itself by your feet, by your mouth, by your hands, by what you do, by what you say, by the gifts that we give to the universe. And then the soul is our subjective mind, which also is in charge of health. So just as a quick reminder, if anybody's going through health and health challenges, the way to weed our soil is there in the subjective. So we must pull out any idea that I am not divinely healthy, whole, complete, and perfect. And just weed that thought out. And then in the body of our affairs or in the physical, we should be able to receive a healing, a transformation, a revelation, and actual demonstration that our fertile soil is now cleaned out. It's clear in the subjective. It sounds a little heady, but it's really seed, soil, plant. So a couple other quick examples of that. If somebody's inspired to do something, that could be a spiritual inspiration, right? And then in the soil, you may see all the options that you had available. You may be thinking that, feeling that. Our job is to stay in the energetic that it's already complete. It's already achieved. It's already done. So if we're feeling unwell, then we want to remember what it feels like to be well and proclaim that for ourselves, right? We want to, that's the only reality, if that's the reality that you're willing to accept for yourself. We're only going to accept then divine health and wholeness. That's going to be our choice, right? So we're going to remember a time, if we're not feeling at that moment, when we felt incredibly healthy, whole, complete, well, and then stay in that energetic frequency until the body of our affairs match. Does that make a little bit of sense? Good. And then because we're energy, we can attract or repel, right? We know that. When we go to a party, when we go to a function, there's sometimes we go toward a place and there's sometimes we go away from a place. And it's just energy, right? We're drawn to it, so like a magnet. And what I want us to do is remember that we want to always proclaim that it's for our highest and best good, my highest and best good. It sounds selfish, and it's not. So let's just say, all that is for my highest and best good, I'm willing to receive. Yeah, now. Are you? All, what did I just say? Let's see. I am willing to receive all that is for my highest and best good right now. Are you? All right. So that's the energetic frequency. And then let's take a breath in and feel a time when you already had all that, like when you had the most amazing things happening. Just let's remember we can breathe that in. Some are having a little more, going back a little further. Breathe in that time when everything was really like you said, dang, that's divine. It's all working in order and harmony. Okay, let's breathe it in. And release anything that doesn't match it. Let's allow even more of that now. Even more of the times that are perfect, divine, whole, complete, nothing missing, lacking, needing, or wanting. We breathe it in. And release and surrender, exhale, weed the garden out of all that doesn't match that perfection, that spiritual perfection. Did you do it? Can you feel it? All right. So we want to stay in that feeling tone of divinity and perfection. And so when we speak about universal mind, and we know about this idea of energetic, do you believe that we are that wherever we go, like wherever we go? Yeah. So wherever we go, we're kind of like a little mini ministry, right? We can be a terror sometimes. We can be on the freeway going 100 miles an hour, and then we can choose to remember we're going to pause. We can go a little slower, let other people cut us off, you know what I mean? Do you believe people can find us when it's needed? It's interesting. I work in a kind of a public place a few days a week, and a couple of things happened that really took me aback. One I'll show you, and one I can just tell you about. There was a little girl in a shopping cart, and she told her dad, she goes, "You should really wait for the man to come back." And I was the man. And then she gave me a drawing. Isn't that the sweetest thing? From Emma. So we're going to include her today, and we'll put her on that artwork of kids. She's just like, so that's like a little blessing. Kids are blessings. Do you ever see how, and it's not, I'm not being naive to say that everyone knows how to treat children. I'm not saying that. But when you really love children, and children can really be safe and love you, it's pretty special. Have you been around that, or could see it, or could feel it? And then you can see how close they want to be held, right? And even the newest ones, and they know, they come from this universal mind, they're fresh, so they know that miracles are ordinary. They know our brilliance, they know our magnificence, even better than we know it. And so, in a very crowded place, I was just going to tell you, this lady, I think her name is Marilee, I never met her. I think she's about my age or a little older. And out of the blue, in a very public place, she's just telling me that her son passed, Step and Pull, like I'm pretty sure that's his name, last Sunday. And this was on Thursday. And I mean, how did she pick me? And then in the meantime, I had a beautiful couple waiting to speak with me who were engaged and they're planning their wedding. And they wanted, you didn't expect that, what's happening here, can I break my attention from Marilee to speak to Jonathan and Angelica, who are planning specialty cocktails for their reception. This is the reality, though, because energetically, right? So how did I get picked to be told that. And she had her own son with her, by the way, who already was gone, came back from another state, but just did it like a confessional. And so I want to say energetically, we can be prepared to be a blessing by also just listening with grace. Like, we don't really have to say anything. And then, right, we can just listen with grace and bless. We can see how we should see ourselves, whole, complete, and perfect, despite circumstance and appearance. It was in the song, it's in the reading, it's in everything that's happening today. We can be a blessing wherever we go, right? Can you? By just holding a space and a place to see the wholeness and the beauty and the perfection despite the appearance and the circumstance. You can feel me. And we don't have to do or say anything. We're just witnessing, right? We can love. There's a thing, even when people don't love us, we can love anyway. That's one of the few things that nobody can take away from us. They can reject us. They don't want to be our romantic partner or whatever, but they cannot stop my love. They can choose not to receive it. That's fine. It's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about we can just be a place of grace. And I think the world really needs that. It feels to me like we're starved for that. And if you see what's happening, people are using crazy words. They're using crazy words and making them true, pretending that their words are not going to have any consequences. And they do. Words have consequences. Thoughts have consequences. And even more than that, our beliefs is what creates the body of our affairs. Our life is like a picture, it's a motion picture of our thoughts, and beyond our thoughts, our true beliefs about our thoughts. Does that make sense? Because I don't believe we can fool spirit or fool God or fool the universe or fool creative intelligence or fool the universal mind, which is what we're co-creating with. Does that make sense to everybody? I think it does, right? It's a lot to take in for first time, but I see you're on board at a pretty high percentage, so I admire you already. I could see I haven't lost you. So we're co-creators with universal intelligence. So we want to be mindful about what we're co-creating, right? We want to create that which is for my highest and best good. And I'll just give you a brief confessional that during the time I was going through training, which is 4 years, there was some times I forgot to give the caveat for my highest and best good. So I started creating some stuff. Like, do you remember, I'm at an age myself, but remember the TV show Bewitched? Remember the daughter Tabitha, where she was reading a book and she could just blink in a circus elephant or the characters out of the book? Oh, that was me during practitioner training. Yeah, even on things I never wanted to experience. And then part of me wondered, because you can get opened up so much in spiritual training that you wonder, well, did I need to experience that so that I could have more empathy or compassion for those that are experience that maybe more often than I did? And some of it was really heady and heavy for me. And so I didn't want to experience that. Does that make sense? So we are the captain of our ship. We want to set sail for wherever destination we're headed right? We want to feel where the headwinds are taking us. If they're taking us in a direction that we don't want to head as a destination and a location, what do? We can yank the sail in, right? We can weed the garden of our subjective mind, of our soil, and we can have a different outcome, a different destination. It sounds simple. It's a little more complex. But are you feeling it? So I'm going to go to the notes and see. There's a lot in the notes. It's good. Starting with, and you remember you're going to get these as a handout. I must never forget that the law of mind perfectly reflects my ideas. Whether I call the ideas good, bad, or indifferent, I must never forget that the universal mind, being infinite intelligence, that's two capitals, capital I. The universal mind, being infinite intelligence, knows how to bring about any desired good I may entertain. I must never forget that my approach to this universal mind is through my own inner thought, and that there is nothing which can hinder its operation through me but my own doubt. Right? So when we speak our prayer work, when we speak our affirmations, Holmes used an old-fashioned phrase. You've heard it, and I know a lot of people who have been around here. It's called the fire in the belly, right? So it's by the passion and the energy by which we speak our affirmation and by which we speak our prayer. That's how the universe knows to respond. So when everybody's shaking their head, and if I took my cell phone app that I said I was going to have and put it on the third eye of everybody, I know that you're at 83, 92, 73, 1, right? It's just like those apps when you check the products now. I bought a power bar that when Ed put his app on it for nutrition, it came up as 1 out of 100. So we can do that same thing for us spiritually, right? We do a self-check as to where we're at. The only thing that gets in our way is our sense of trepidation, our fear, our doubt, our worry, maybe old tapes that are stuck in the subjective mind that want to repeat. They're on repeat. Spiritual lessons repeat until learned. If it's a failure in any type of a relationship, they will repeat. They will look different, but they will repeat until learned. And then they start to change. Everything changes when we learn. Right? If it's illness or despair or unemployment or being unhoused, it all repeats until we're able to weed the subjective garden, see the place we want to live, feel what it feels like, smell what's in there, like the car, so there's a new car smell, we hopefully, and it's not, I'm not saying what to choose. For other people, it could be whatever, we don't know. Right? Whatever it is for you that's best for your highest and best good, we bring that about. That's how powerful we are. But it's when we doubt, when we want to feel sorry for ourselves, pull the covers over our head, not get dressed, not shower, not eat, not exercise. I say take those days if you need it, or half a day. And then when we're done with it, we can get out of our wallow. I'm not saying never to wallow, and that's a dumb word, it just came out. I'm not saying never to feel what it feels like, right? We have to have self-care. It's really important. It can be a whole talk on self-care. We're not going to do it now. But if we're not blessing our donuts to turn them into broccoli, if we're not eating well, we're not going to feel that well. If we're not exercising at all, we're going to lose our physical, literal muscles that spirit is housed in. Right? So we got to take the walk. We got to see nature. We got to go back to the ocean. We got to bring our piccolo and our flute to the ocean and stay there for as long as we need to stay there. Just like you and Mom Marika went to the beach, right? You do your sojourn to the Laguna. Perfect. And you go there for as long as you need to go there and then come back. So let's see what else I have. Every day, this is from the reading, you're going to get it. Every day, I must believe that I'm receiving divine guidance and inspiration. And every day, I must declare that guidance, inspiration, and power are mine. I must learn to believe that I exist at the very threshold of limitless opportunity. I must accept myself as I desire the law to accept me. That I never read before. Let me read that part again. I must accept myself as I desire the law, that's capital L, to accept me. I must realize there is nothing in the universe opposed to me other than my own doubt or any desire I might have to use the law destructively. I know there's nothing against me. There's nothing that can hinder, impede, impair my progress. In Scripture, there's something in there that says, and one of our prior ministers, Reverend Irma, used to say it all the time, allow yourself to get your bloated nothingness out of the way. She used to love that scripture. So let's see some affirmations I created from that. Every day I receive divine guidance. Do you? Do you? Good. So the more we make time to listen, right? Sometimes you ever get intuition and you want to block it out, you want to, double delete it. It's your intuition. That is the voice for God. That is the voice for Spirit speaking in, through, and as you, to you. Right? So let's do it again. Every day I receive divine guidance. And let's change it. Every day I receive my divine guidance for my highest and best good Here and now. Yes. And then another thing you can add to prayer work that's really, really good is anything that is heretofore blocked or hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed, the expression of my highest and best good from manifesting is vanquished back to the nothingness from where it came and is replaced with the truth that God is at hand, Spirit is at hand, life is at hand, love is at hand, universal mind is at hand, right here and right now, and I'm co-creating with it fully and completely. Something to that effect. All right. Divine guidance, inspiration, and power are mine. Do you like that one? What's going on the screens? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Thank you. Oh, yeah, we could take a cell phone picture of that later. I didn't know we even had that. Thank you. That's Spirit at work in universal mind as David. Okay, let's be with this together. Divine guidance, divine inspiration, and divine power are mine. Are they? And yours is a little bit different than mine. And so is yours, and yours. Right? And isn't that beautiful that our divine powers are just a little bit different? Let's do it again. Divine guidance, divine inspiration, and divine power are mine. Grab it. You can do both hands. Right. And there was an early teacher in this science of my movement that said, she used to say, it's your good and you ought to have it. So you could say, it's my good and I ought to have it. Yes, it's true. It's waiting, just like we did in meditation. We just created that fertile soil for it to have its full sway more in through and as your very life. Here's another affirmation. Let's see how you like it first. I exist at the hold on. I exist at the threshold of limitless opportunity for my highest and best good. I don't like it as much. We're going to the next one. Is that okay? I accept myself as I desire the law to accept me. That one got me. That one got me because I never heard it put that way before that I remember. So when I say the law with a capital L, that kind of means the universe to me, like it's an order. It's gonna happen. So we might as well get on board. We might as well get on board with it. So let's say I accept myself as I desire the law to accept me. Yeah, so there's a principle in this teaching called mental equivalence. It's a principle of mental equivalence. So it's basically that if I'm standing on the rock of truth at 100%, I will manifest at 100% in the body of my affairs. So when I was joking earlier, which really is not a joke, about the spiritual eye, the third eye, and the app that can go over, if we're speaking our affirmations and we're speaking our prayers and we're at 73, then at 73%, it can manifest. So we want to remove and kick out the 27% that's not there by doing what's on the board, because we don't need to know. I don't think we need to know where it's stuck. It's definitely not stuck in spirit. It's definitely not stuck in body. I think all the things might be stuck right here in the middle, which is the soil, the subjective mind, the soul. We can remove it. And remember, we take with us, I believe, the history of our ancestors too, and any traumas that may have been within the history of our ancestral lineages. So even if you do the things where you can send out a kit and get back your percentages, know that it's always also 100% divine, 100% whole, complete, and perfect, in addition to all the other ethnicities. That's one of our ethnicities that we can't change, is our wholeness, our perfection, our divinity. So here's another affirmation. See how you feel about it. Nothing in the universe is opposed to me. Oh my gosh, that was awful. You're like, nothing in the universe is opposed to me. Yeah. I was selling it. Nothing in the universe is opposed to me. Oh, so much better. Nothing can hinder, impede, or impair my progress. No thing can hinder, impede, or impair my progress. And so now I'm feeling like in the cheesecake realm, we ate enough bites. So I'm skipping all the notes and going to the close. And if you want to allow the outer eyes to close, please do. This is written by Brianna Wiest, and I thought it was beautiful. And now you let go. Now you relax into life. Now you let yourself be. Now you receive. You spend so much time always stretching for something just out of reach. You have spent so much energy healing and changing and adapting. You have dug, you have planted, you have done the hardest work of being born from a tiny seed of hope and moved through the deep darkness, and now you've broken ground. Now you go toward the light. Now you blossom. And so come back to the space if you want. Just allow the eyes to open if you wish. You don't have to. And let's repeat together. Now is my time to blossom. And let's just allow Al to do whatever Al wants to do before we do the offering. Beautiful. Thank you so very much. And so thank you, everybody, for your time and attention and personal presence. I saw some of the hugs happening, and that's why we come together in community. Okay, did you know today's a special day? Every day is a special day. Well, David, would you be willing to speak a word into the day for today? Come on. So, you know how do you have any regal music? We're going to do a coronation. So there's spirit, soul, body, and David had an idea, and tell them why you have this idea. We're going to do a coronation.
Okay. You were saying earlier that there's majesty within us, and I had the idea that Mark should actually have a more proper crown, and you may have wanted to do it in private, but I think doing it in the community of CRS is more appropriate and should present a gift to you right away.
And I'm going to learn how to receive gifts. Don't do it at home. No. Okay, here we go. Is this the funniest thing? It's the idea, though. It's everything we spoke about, right? You have an idea, and you put it, and you manifest it, and you say, well, how does this happen? It's from an idea, spirit, right? And then spirit operates through David, and David has something everybody can borrow at any time. Thank you.
Formally. I formally present to you the crown for your majesty, and we wish you good spirits, and so on and so forth. I'll let you place it properly.
And my platform is world peace. And the swimsuit competition.
Oh, please.
An evening gown. Is that great? So thank you. Yeah, I forgot the way. You reminded me, Joshua. It's always like, yes. And I will have the ring, yes. The God in me salutes the God in you. The Spirit in me salutes the Spirit in you. But isn't that a beautiful demonstration of universal mind through David? It's so touching. Like I said to David, I said, The fact that you even want to do this is the gift. Does that make sense? And then I had to learn over weeks and almost a month to receive. Because he said, well, you go and pick the crown that you want. And now you'll have to watch online. Heidi's so mad that she missed this. Richard's like, oh, this is why I don't come here anymore. You missed a coronation. And you may borrow the crown too when you're driving. And you may tell people they must tip in the...
It's on the tape.
They must give tips in order to replace all the jewels with even more precious jewels. Do you like it? Yeah, and when I was selling luxury real estate, there was another funny line. This one guy and I, we were in a real estate team, and he said, use this line. He said, I like it. Do you like it? And it sort of inspired, to get feedback from buyers. All right, so now it's a time for our offering. It's a time for our giving. And I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your generous spirit. It feels, honestly, it feels amazing, and because it was from your heart. And so I thank you. I was blessed from the first moment that you offered that from your heart. So thank you. I had to receive it. I have to learn to receive. So we're going to take our tithes and our gifts and our offerings, and we're going to know that the same portal from which we give is the same portal from which we receive. So we want to practice being more generous and big givers, right? And we're going to say the affirmation together. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world. And it returns, what's up? And it returns to me, multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Thank you, ushers, for your time and service.
Thank you for giving, and thank you for receiving, and thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing, thank you for believing, and thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing, and you are a vessel of that love. So thank you for caring, and bless you for your sharing. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who you are.
So I invite the congregation to outstretch our hands toward the offering received. See it magnify, multiply, see it energize into all that is needed for the spiritual community to continue to grow and thrive for the next 70 plus years. Can you feel it? When we feel it, we declare it as so. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, everybody. And so I want to just invite the people watching remotely to click on the button wherever David's putting in the chat. You can make your donations known, and then also let us know from where you're watching. There's an extra box for giving in the front for Ukraine. Our fundraising concert's coming up. That'll be in the announcements. Come on up for the announcements, and we'll go slowly after them. And then just thank you, everybody, for your love and your kindness. And if you want to borrow the crown, it's available for all special occasions. And also, I'm going to bring it. We'll bring it every week. And if anybody feel compelled or moved to just wear it, it would be beautiful. I would love to share the energy of this magnificence. And then we'll all recognize who you are. Right? Rick, for the announcements. Thank you.
Invite your families and friends to attend Gilman and Friends Fall Concert Fundraiser, 100% benefiting our two sister church centers in Ukraine. This coming Friday night, September 27th, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. for potluck dinner. Concert starts at 6:30. Please share the links, 3 links on your personal social media pages today. See David, our tech, for the links or me after service. I don't really know how to do that. Okay. Oh, okay. Stay with us after service for potluck snacks and fellowship time. You are invited to stand if you wish and are able for the closing song as the ushers open up the back double doors. Thank you for being here with us today.
So Iris wanted to let us know that this is kind of interesting. There is a repair cafe, and we only have one flyer. Is that correct, Iris? So if you have things that you would like to have repaired, bicycles, clothing, toys, computers, jewelry, treasures, home decor, lamps, and small appliances, you can join this group on Saturday, October 5th, 9 a.m. to 12 noon, Redlands Community Center on Lagonia. This is real. I've never heard of a group wanting to help you repair things, but here it is. So you can take pictures, okay? And it's free. It's free. So anyway, I'll leave it at the back table for everyone. Go right here. You take a picture right here.
Thank you, everybody. We'll rise for the closing song.
Do they do Broken Hearts? I used to think I'd always be alone, separate, misunderstood. I spent my days in quiet desperation, but on the outside, you know, things looked good. Then I discovered the error of my thinking, the lies at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Oh, why did it take so many years? And Mark, I just got to say, you look fabulous. Now Mark is walking with his eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open, wide open. There is no separation, no matter what it looks like. There is no separation, no matter what they say. No separation except what I imagine. And I imagine separation's gone away. Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. Walking with my eyes wide open. Take it. Sound great. Wide open, wide open, wide open.
Thank you, Al. Thank you, everybody.